Alrighty, hey players, Barstool Beef here. We have a live lesson today presented by Fireball. Just remember, for us, golf is simple. It's a chance to get out, have some fun with your friends, but inevitably things go out of whack. Sometimes you make a bogey, sometimes you're in the woods. Fireball has you covered. The group ahead of you might be playing slow from time to time, but you can always find a good time here with Fireball. Remember, they have iconic cinnamon whiskey flavor, and today's gonna be a live lesson with Spider. Spider played some golf growing up, right? Used to work in the golf industry a little bit.
Yep.
Cart barn? Cart shack?
Cart girl.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I was a cart attendant, I think they called it, just spraying down carts and whatnot. Great first job. If there's any young kids watching, hit up your local golf course. It's a great summer job. Yeah,
but Spider's getting back into the game of golf, and we're here helping to support him as well. So we're really looking forward to this stream today, and presented to us by our friends and family over at Fireball. If you're feeling like up in the ante on the golf course, and you want to have some fun, make sure to grab some Fireball Birdie Shot Club. It's literally a golf shot club. We got one right here for us. You put 5 different shots on there. You can't swing with it, but make sure it makes its way into the golf bag and have some fun out there. All right, today's goal today for Spider. Obviously, we're correct to swing and everything, but right now we're gonna be working at 130 yards. If he hits it within 7 yards of the flagstick, I'll take shots.
I have an 8 iron here. We're gonna see what we can do. I only took maybe like 3 or 4 practice swings, so hopefully we can get it within 7 yards, and Beef gets a nice little buzz here this Thursday morning.
Spider's not gonna be doing the drinking. I'll be doing the drinking here for us. Iconic Fireball cinnamon whiskey flavor. Let's get the party started.
I'm gonna have some Fireball this weekend at Talladega, but I need to be in tip-top shape, so.
Already, there's one down. Over under 5.5, I think you can do 7 yards.
Let's dial it up here.
All right, over 5. I'm a little thirsty today. Gotta get that Fireball cinnamon whiskey in there.
We'll dial it up.
Let's see a couple swings here, Spider.
All right.
We're gonna put some of these on video here too. Trying to make sure I stand in a good spot
here. Give me some energy in the chat before we get started here. I need to see you guys in there. Oh, I almost rolled my ankle. Almost rolled my ankle.
Let's see if we got any chats coming up here too. We'll make sure to read live.
We're gonna shout out everyone in the chat, so get live in there, guys.
Alrighty, good initial swing there for us. Let's swing a couple and we'll start talking about it. What's kind of your initial ball flight? So that's 11 yards for everybody watching at home. So within 7 yards is what we're looking for. And that way I get to drink a little bit.
Shout out Doug, our great control room guy.
Doug's got us all set. W Spider, my man.
And if I get a hole in one here, Doug's gonna come on stream and pound a Fireball shot himself.
Okay, so good kind of performance that we see here for us. We've seen some consistency. So Spider, tell me a little bit about your golfing ability, how long you've played golf, favorite club in the bag, where you grew up playing golf at.
I grew up playing at Fairview Farm Golf Course, a public course in Harwinton, Connecticut. Great place. And unfortunately, I haven't really played as much as I would like to since then.
Okay.
You know, living in New York City and now Chicago, it's tough to get out to the courses. There's not many nearby. I mean, I shouldn't say that. There's far more in New York, in Chicago, than there is in New York. Hey, Chef, how's it?
Hi, Chef. We're doing a live lesson right now.
Oh, this is live?
Yeah, we're live. Okay. Chef Donnie's in here too.
Chef Donnie's crashing the party. Do you want to rip a Fireball shot?
I can't right now, but.
Okay. Well, we'll find you after.
We'll find you after. We're doing a Fireball live stream here. Over under's 5. So if you hit it within 7 yards, I take a drink.
You want to join him? What about you, Kadik?
We got a whole crew here watching this live feed here.
Nope, chunky. That's chunky.
Alrighty, so we have 2 swings off the right-hand side, 1 swing off the left. Let's talk about this here, though, Spider. So what we really want to focus on here when we look at our sim is 2 different numbers here for us. Number 1 is this distance angle number. L means we swung to the left 4 degrees.
Okay.
The other one here is face angle. So face angle just talks about, can I borrow that clip for a second?
Yes, sir, please do.
So face angle, right? This would be square here. I'm going to try and do this for the camera, right? There's square, there's open force, and here's closed. So when Spider has his face angle and it's open, that club face looks like that for us. If we then talk about his path number right there, it's L4. So that means he's swinging right to left 4 degrees. So when he hits the shots out to the right-hand side, this club face stays a little bit open. His path's more right to left. When he hits his left ball, it's more across the body here, club face there. Okay.
All right, I'm going to really try to dial one up here so you can have another shot. I know you're thirsty, so.
That's all right, we'll work through it.
Nope.
Okay, let's make one small little adjustment here. I want you to stand actually a little bit closer to it. The further you are away from the golf ball for players, the more your swing becomes rounded.
Okay.
Okay? The more, so if I did this with this ball here, right? If I'm further away from it, it's more rounded. If I'm way close to it, like I'm in a phone booth, straight up, straight down. So because our path tends to go more to the right-hand side, I want
So
you
what
to
do you
stand
think?
a bit closer.
Am I too far? How's that distance?
No, you're good there.
Okay.
You know, raise these hands up a little bit. Kick
Yep.
that ball out of the way. We don't need that guy. We might need it later.
Nope.
Okay, that's all right. Let's see a couple before we talk about judgment on it. That was just a little couple grooves low.
Shout out Isaac. Shout out Jeremiah. We appreciate your support.
There we go.
That felt good. That felt good.
Much more effortless for it too, right?
Yeah.
So
That
a
was
lot
pure.
of golf, and we're at 10 yards, right? If we're within 7, I'm taking drinks. Okay? But now you can really see that this number's changed around from it being an R number to an L number.
Right. Both
Right.
of them, the face angle and the
100%.
the degree.
A lot of golf's about positioning and making sure you put your body in a good spot for success. That's all we did with these small little tweaks here with Spider Swing. Okay, like the consistency we now see with the golf ball. And now we're in a position where Stay where it's at, stay where it's at.
Come on.
All right,
grab
that's one.
Grab a
That's
shot,
one.
B. Shout out
That's
Fireball.
one.
We
Shout
appreciate
out Fireball.
you. We
There's
love you.
one.
Thanks for your support.
This entire fridge is going to be gone by the end of the day today.
That's the goal. If you guys can't tell,
All
I'm
right.
trying to get Beef absolutely turnt out here.
Right, that's right.
So hopefully we can stay dialed here.
Number 1. It's actually number 2 because the first one was the first one I took on the stream.
I think you're going to have number
Kick it
3
off.
here in a minute. So that tip seemed to really work, Beef.
And all we did was tweak a little bit of your positioning, right? We talked about you standing a little bit closer to the golf ball.
Nope.
Okay, a lot more inside out, right? So
Yeah,
that
that
path
one-
now being 6-7 to the R means this thing's trying to get delivered way out here for us.
Yeah.
Let's hone in a little bit more. See if we can go a little bit more down the
Okay.
center line.
Nope.
Okay, and just low on the face. So now we've seen out of, let's say, the 7 or 8 balls we've hit, 10 balls, 2 super low on the face, right? So when we see low on the face, it mainly means this for us. So we jump over here, right? As we're delivering the golf club, one of 2 things are happening. Either number 1 is we're lifting up with our body.
Yep.
You'll notice if I just lift up from my waistline, what happens to the golf club, Spider?
It goes higher. You top
Lifts
the
up
ball.
too, right? So if I
Yeah.
lift up from the waist up 2 inches, golf club lifts up 2 inches. Everything's attached to me. The second thing that could be happening is if we're trying to flip our wrists and add loft in there, what do you know is happening with the golf club? It's moving on an upward motion, right?
Right.
So that's when you get low shots like that. Let's still see a good compression.
I got to
Transfer
stay
energy
down
to your
on it.
front left foot. Yep.
The footwork has always been the hardest part of my game. For whatever reason, I can make decent contact, consistent swings, but my feet just feel like I'm going to fall over every time.
What do you think about energy transfer? You think you do a good job transferring energy from back foot to front foot?
I used to just spend like an hour or 2 at the driving range a day, and I could pipe the ball.
Okay.
Like, I had no business hitting it as far as I did for how small I am, but
So if we just take that shot there, 2 things have happened differently, right? Number 1 is severe lack of distance,
right.
right? Number 2 is it's back to that right hand style. So let's take 1 or 2 swings where you're just gonna make a half swing here for us.
Okay.
And at impact, I want your hands to still feel push forward, right? Somewhere in there for us, okay? And then I wanna make sure you get off your back foot onto your front foot,
Okay.
okay? So we don't care about where this one goes total distance. We just wanna see good connection contact and a good flight. Let's see one more.
Oh,
Okay,
it
I
wasn't
like
ready.
that even though it didn't pick it up on the screen. Let's hit that ball feature right there and I'll give you another one. We can go back to full swing now.
All right.
Okay, show me a rehearsal. I want you to brush that turf. Brush that turf. There we go. Let's go for our golf ball when you're ready. We're close. You're still a bit low on the face. Ready? Let's do one transition here. I want you to roll the ball into the first cut of rough. And now when you make your practice swing, I want you making the second cut of rough, but we definitely have to have turf. Okay, so the first cut of rough here will help be like a T almost. But what we have to do is hear that sound, right? Golf's a lot about audio and kinetic ability. So I want you to feel with your hands and your wrists that we're brushing the turf. And I also want to hear that audible sound. If we don't hear that audible sound, that means that the golf club's coming in too tall. And that's where we get those low line golf shots.
All right.
Okay, let's hit one off that first cut of rough.
Do I need to hit anything here?
No, you're good. Make sure to brush the turf though, right?
Yep. A little too much brushing.
A little bit too far behind it. Okay, let's go back to the fairway area. We like the path of it more. We just need to see that ball flight come up more for us.
Let's see if we can't get you another fireball shot here.
Let's see it here, Spider. You got it. There we go. So now we're back into swinging the way we want to swing, right? And all it took was one or two little of those rehearsals to get us back there. All right, we got 3.47 yards.
It's his third fireball
That's the
shot.
third fireball shot here for us.
Shout out Fireball. We love you. We thank you for your support.
I'm pulling these right out of the package too here so everybody can see. Right out of the package.
We might need another sleeve. Barkeep!
Let's have another here. All right, so we've adjusted the positioning of Spider once or twice here, right? And we've talked about how he's going to be able to hit more of a flighted golf ball and have good connection. But before we do that, thanks, Fireball.
Shout out Fireball.
Cinnamon whiskey. Delicious.
Delicious. One of my favorites. Although typically I start my drinking a little bit later in the day than right now.
Yeah, this is one of those earlier days for me.
You're built different, Beef.
Their iconic 50 milliliter shooters are just delicious. They're way too good. See, if we start going back to back to back, though, then we're gonna have.
Yeah, then we're gonna have
We
issues.
have to call some people to come pick me up later.
That's why I didn't hit that one as well as I wanted
all
to.
right.
That was for your best interest.
Let's see it again, though. But again, we're focusing on these two numbers. And I'd say on that one more, that's the number more we're focusing on is face angle.
Got it.
Okay, so if we want to close that face angle, we're gonna make our grip
So
slightly.
that means it's open like this?
That's right. At impact, it's just slightly open.
Got it. Okay.
So we're making these small tweaks and changes for you to hit the golf ball more square center. The good thing that Spider does too is he uses, I'm gonna pull out a hockey stick and some items you wouldn't normally see in golf, but like in terms of his grip, right? His grip is not where his thumb's on the backside of the club, it's all the way over, which is good. That's what we love to see. Usually we'll see players with their grip in their right hand, if they're a right-handed player, their thumb's on this side of it. You wouldn't really swing any motion sports with your thumb that way. So if we need to change grip at all, make sure that the thumb on the lower hand for me, your right-handed player, my right hand is on that far side. If, let's say I gave you, Spider, a baseball bat, how would you grip that?
Well, baseball is different.
Why is it different? It's still a swinging sport.
I grip my golf club like this.
Okay, yeah, with your pinkies and everything, but if we're just talking about your right thumb, you do that same motion, right? Would you ever grip your baseball bat with your thumb on the right-hand side?
With this thumb?
Yeah.
Like over here, you
Yeah.
mean? No, that feels really weird.
Feels really weird, right? Swinging sport. So make sure we put our thumb over. If, let's say, I gave you something different, this is how sports all interact with one another. And there's a pickleball paddle. Okay? If we're just talking about grips and everything, look at where your right thumb's at too.
Yeah, it's on the front.
It's always in a motion where you can strike, right? Swinging sports. You're never going to have that thumb on the backside. So if you're one of those players out there that has his thumb or her out there with his thumb on this right-hand side, try to get your thumb to be on the left-hand side. That way you can swing better capacity over and over and over again, whether it's a baseball bat, whether it's a pickleball paddle, or a golf club.
All right, Isaac, I'm going to dial one up for you.
Let's see one here, Spider. That's a good motion. I'm okay, it's a little bit short.
Yeah, story of my life.
I would much rather still take that consistency over and over and over again instead of one right, one left, one right, one left.
Right. And I'm pretty good with the wedges too, so I'm like Phil Mickelson with the wedge.
There's no pictures on the scorecards, just numbers, right?
That's
so
right.
Up and down, make your three, get out of there. Okay, let's make some adjustments again here, Spider. You get to your address position. Based on those numbers we talked about earlier, what do we see we need to adjust?
I got to close the club face a little on impact.
Yep.
And what does the distance angle degree actually mean?
Means you're swinging out to the right-hand side. That one's more important than that one right now. If I gave you this pickleball paddle and I said, we're playing against a computer there, and your goal is just to lob the ball back to the computer, how would that look? You do it right hand only. How would that look? Like that for us, right? We're just playing back to the screen, right? Or you're playing against the wall. Your goal is to hit as many balls as you can against the wall and have it come back to you. The more and more and more this right hand moves out and cups, what's going to happen to that paddle? Everything's going to go the right hand side.
Yeah, that's when we have problems.
That's right. And you're never going to play pickleball where you're taking this thing and you go straight across the left, do you?
No.
No. So everything's going to be out towards the screen.
All right, let's see if we can fix this here.
Much better. Okay, so now you really adjust around those numbers from it being a positive number, right, club face open, now being a negative number, which means club face is a little bit more closed. Let's find the happy medium between those two.
All right, I think we can do this here. That felt
I think
good.
I'm taking a shot here.
That felt good.
I think I'm taking a shot here if it goes. If it goes.
Oh!
If it goes.
I think
You know what? 7-7, I'm still going to take
All
one.
right, see, W.
I'm still going to take one.
W Beef.
7-7, I'm
Beef.
still going to take one in here.
Shout out Kyle. Thanks for being here today.
Shout out Kyle. Love you, Kyle. Have
Appreciate
a fireball,
that
Kyle.
energy. He could use a fireball shot this morning. I think that would help him out a little bit.
Oh. All right, there's 4. Let's see it
All
again.
right, Beef. Shout out Beef. 4 shots deep. It's not even lunchtime. Should we make it 5?
I'd love it.
Nope.
Okay, so now when you hit those shots like that, right, we talk about those numbers, what really feels different in your swing? Let's switch spots for a second. Right, so you jump back where I'm usually at.
That one just felt bad. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, from start to finish, right?
Yeah, that never felt good.
So sequencing in the golf swing is a big thing. If, let's say, we jump into our golf ball and we hit one just like Spire did there, we're way over the top.
Right.
Club starts casting out. The only thing our body can try to do to save it is manipulate with our hands. So the more and more and more we start to cast this golf club, the more and more we see that that number up there is an L, meaning to the left, right? I'm going to cast, swing way over the top. Okay, I know the ball wasn't struck well at all, but for our purposes, right, shows us how much more that L number is compared to when we get to the top of our backswing and we move our hands more down and then rotate our body.
What was my L rating on that last swing? Did you see it?
I want to say it was like 7.
Okay. Yeah, we can do better than that.
So it can't just be an all arms movement, it still has to move left.
Yeah, that was another big L.
Another big L for us, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you go to the top of your backswing. You ready? We're going to work on it from here. We'll get back down where we need to be. Top of your backswing. Okay. We're going to adjust this. A little more there. And then your hands need to move down. Okay. They can't move.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right.
So give me the golf club back here, right? Like you're throwing it towards me here. Not like I'm way over here. Okay.
Right.
All right, let's see that small little change here, Smiter. Okay, let's see it again. It's gonna take a couple shots for it to come in. It's gonna feel a little bit different.
Nope. I'm losing it, Beef.
It's all right. If let's say we have 1 or 2 more of those, we'll go back to that little half shot we talked about.
Yep.
Okay, and we'll just find the club face again, and then we'll build back up from there. There we go. I'm okay, it's low on the face. Pass at 100% what we like to see, right? Look at that number and look at that number.
Yeah.
The closest to 0, we're fine.
Yeah.
Now, super low on the face, but path and face were good. So path the golf club took was good, face was good, it was just super low on the face.
All right, let's try to put it all together here.
David's absolutely right. Pull a towel down drill, right? That's the same thing we do. Or I usually tell my players, like, if there's a lampshade, we're going straight down with that lampshade. You wouldn't pull that lampshade way over.
Right.
So straight down. Okay, better. Let's see if we can still work it there. I still want you to transfer energy onto that front foot. Okay,
Footwork's the hardest part, Beef.
nice square contact with that club face.
Nope.
Just a little bit more over the top. Now, when we talk about footwork, let's switch spots for a second again. No matter what sports we do, I don't need the club for this one, but no matter what sports we do, we always transfer energy from our back foot to our front foot. We have a couple of guests here today. They're going to throw out the first pitch of the Cubs game tomorrow.
Who?
What's going to happen? These folks are right behind you here.
Oh, nice. Awesome,
What's going to
guys.
happen is this,
That's
right?
great.
We're going to transfer our energy from our back foot to our front foot. So we're ready to make our pitch at Wrigley Field, right? We wind up, we plant, and we pivot through.
Yeah.
Any single sport you do, you always transfer energy from where? Back foot to front foot. If I was going to kick a soccer ball, what would I do? I'd run up, transfer through, right? If I'm going to swing a golf club, I'm going to transfer my weight from my back foot to my front foot. If I'm going to throw a football, we got the NFL draft on tonight. Every single motion does what? Transition the energy, momentum from backside to front side.
Yeah.
Same thing we're doing here in a golf swing. Transfer from me being on my backside, swing through to being on my front side. All right, hit that ball tab.
Shout out, David.
Next to the 7 waffles. Big Cat was cooking waffles earlier today.
Oh, is that right?
That's what he was doing, I think, with Chef Donnie.
Damn.
I think that's what he was doing.
For Connor Griffin, I think, right?
Oh, is that what it was for?
I think he has to eat a bunch of waffles because he lost the college basket March Madness. They had a
Oh, yeah, they had a
bet or
whole,
something.
was it 10 of them?
I think they all had different teams, and Connor had Florida not to win the Natty. So
This was
now-
the Mostly Sports crew.
Yeah, now he's got to eat like 40 waffles, if I'm not mistaken.
40?
Insane.
That could be a live stream with Tate on Tuesdays.
Yeah, honestly, that could just
40
be
waffles.
breakfast with Tate.
Breakfast with Tate on Tuesdays.
Doesn't even
We'll
need to
wake
be
up
live.
with Mincy show and a breakfast with Tate. Okay, that was a good rehearsal
We're going to
swing.
cut that one. We're
That was
having
good. That
technical
was a-
difficulties.
that was a
The
good
stream just
rehearsal swing here.
glitched.
Nobody saw that. Live stream didn't see that. David didn't see that. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't
David-
worry, Spider.
Kyle definitely saw that
Kyle
one. Hater
definitely
ass.
saw that one.
Yeah.
Kyle definitely has just screen recorded that, everything. Okay, let's work the path. Ready? You go to the top of your backswing again. Go like 3/4, so your left arm's across your chest. Cool. From here, even if this is here, right? Move this butt end blue grip right here towards your thighs, straight down, and then you rotate. Okay? Let's see it again. If I set this out here for us now, because we're getting a little more over the top, let's see 2 or 3. And if I said I want you to feel like this swing's going to go out towards orange line on 2 of them. Okay, match up that orange line here for me.
With my backswing.
No, downswing.
That's what
Doesn't
I meant.
have to be a big swing. Even if it goes in the water, we don't care.
All right.
Show me a waist high to waist high, where everything feels like it's traveling down that orange line. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, let's see it again. Better. Let's see it one more time. We're still going to move that L number to be an R number slightly.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. Let's see it one more time. And again, doesn't have to be anything with super huge pace. All we're trying to do right now is just practice with a purpose so we get our game back on track and then we can make it bigger. Cool, that feels much more on line for us, right?
It does.
Obviously,
yeah.
it's not a total distance or anything like that. Let's continue to work the same thing. So right now, all we're doing is we're using a visual aid to show what we're trying to execute in our golf swing. So now let's go back to a bigger swing. Same swing thought you have right now, same path.
10-4.
Okay, you're just gonna make it bigger. Okay, a little bit more over the top. Let's see it again. Same swing thoughts though. We were a good driver of the cart, 45 miles an hour. Let's take it to 60 miles an hour. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. That one's gonna hit the green for us. Jump up there. Jump up there. Keep going. Does it get into the sevens?
No
All right,
way.
it's in the sevens.
Oh.
I took one at 7-7. I'll take one at 7-6.
Beef.
I'll take one at 7-6.
I gave up on it.
Don't give up on golf. You're
I
only
thought
one swing away from making a good par.
I thought that one was for sure not making it. But that's another fireball shot for Beef.
There we go. We're 7. That was 7.55 or something like that. We're in the 7, so we're good enough.
What number shot is that?
1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 5.
Wow.
So if you're playing the over/under game at home and it was 5, that was line 5.5. We're officially tied on it here.
Oh, Beef. And I think we're only 58 shots in, so I would say like probably 10% if you take out the practice swings, or
I'd say, yeah, we've definitely taken more shots than I
within
thought we were going to take at this
7
point in
yards.
time. But hey, the line was 5-5 set. I don't think you could have done it on DK, but you could definitely do it if you were in the office here. All right, let's continue to work from there. Doug said if Spider hits in the water, you should take a fireball shot. Well, some of those drills that we were doing, Doug, didn't really care about total distance, so that would have been a couple of shots there just for that. But if it's 7, it's really if it's 8 yards or less, I've been taking the shots.
if I tuck one to like within,
If you hit within 3, I'll take 2 at the same time.
and I'll join you.
Okay. All right. I
If
like
I
it.
get one within 3,
I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to try and coach my player as best I can to get you within 3.
I would be.
So if it's 3.99, I'm still doing it. 2 at a time.
I would be dead if I took 5 shots in what, 30 minutes?
Hey, that's how we do it. We're just built differently.
Do you drink much on the golf course? What's your?
On the golf course, love Fireball on the golf course.
Yep.
Truly Unruly's, delicious on the golf course,
course.
too. I'd be like 2 drinks aside. 4
Okay.
drinks total.
All right.
Yeah, so Truly Unruly's, Truly Regular, Fireball shots.
And does your coaching also go along with like drinking in terms of like if you're playing with someone that's just really sending it, you got to tell them like, hey, reel it in. We got to work on
There's
your game.
definitely an ecosystem thing. Like if you get too hammered, you're not really good at golf afterwards.
For sure.
But if you're feeling it and you're in the mood, like we are going to continue to work in that environment.
Hell yeah, David's gonna join us with the fireball
David's gonna join us
shot
here.
If I stick it till 3.
Dave B. I won't give out the full name. I guess I can see the full name though.
Yeah.
Right? Dave Bivens. Okay, I
Why'd
know
that
it
one
went
go-
super far and I went a little bit left.
Why did that go way
I
further?
actually don't hate that shot. And here's the reasons why. Better kinetic energy, right? You're way more efficient, which means the golf ball can go faster. So when I see players and they're talking about hitting their drivers further, they always say, well, I just need to swing faster. It's not really the full truth, right? You actually need the golf ball to move faster. So if the ball speed's higher, the golf ball can go farther. Doesn't mean that the swing speed has to be as fast. But if we look at a number on here, which is, okay, so this ball speed number on here is not right, but that's okay. Normally your ball speed number would be something like 1.3, especially with the iron you're using right now. So if your swing speed,
100.
oh no, that's right, sorry, my apologies. Yeah, your swing speed was 80 miles an hour and your ball speed was 105. Okay,
Okay, are
so
those
let's
good
focus on the
numbers?
next 2 or 3, and we'll talk about those, just those numbers right there for us. Head speed and ball speed.
All right.
If you have your driver, on certain devices they call it smash factor.
Yeah.
The highest number you could be around is like 1.50, 1.51. Obviously, with your club head speed being a little bit lower because you're using an iron,
Are you
you're
saying
not gonna get that way.
105?
Yeah, the golf ball moved into that target at 105.5 miles
Yeah,
an hour.
but for smash factor.
You want it to be 1 point with your irons, like something like 1.3, 1.35, in terms of if you take the ball speed divided by the club head speed.
Got it.
Right. So if I just do this quick math here, let me use a calculator because why not? 78.9. So your smash factor was actually 1.33,
Okay.
which is good with your irons,
Yeah.
right?
All right, we'll take that.
It's a heavier club than your driver. It doesn't have as much coming off the face. Okay, so that's a good number. This guy says I've been self-doxed on YouTube. Well, don't do the bad things on YouTube.
Use a burner, David.
Okay, another good motion there for us. So what I'd say is this. Let's change around the distance, okay? Because now your distance is 10 yards further, right? Still a great smash factor number. Right, let's change the approach. How do we go to practice settings? All right.
So what, we're 140 out
Now
now?
we're 140.
All right, let's see what we can do here.
Let's change the rules again, though, because we just went 10 yards further. So instead of it being 7, let's say it's 10 yards.
Okay.
And instead of our thing being 3 yards, let's say anything under 6. So it's 5.99. I'm taking doubles at the same time. We got about 10 minutes left on the stream before we kick it over to the yak for the day.
All right. Nope.
I like David's comment there. Smash factor equals contact middle of face. It's 95% true, right? So the more efficient you are hitting in the center of the clip face, the more energy you go in the golf ball. The only way that that doesn't happen in David's mention here is if I get somebody that swings the golf club at 20 miles an hour, the golf ball can only go so far. If I get somebody that swings the golf club at 40 miles an hour, hits in the same spot, the ball speed's still going to go higher.
Right.
But yes, efficiency equals total distance. It's not really that E equals MC, but efficiency equals, you know, speed. Okay, let's still feel more orange line. Ready? We're going to build back in that trick we did before. I want you to still feel more orange line through the swing.
All right, let's see what we can do.
Show me a rehearsal. Top of the backswing. Where's our hands going to move? Downswing. There we go. Brush that turf. Let's see it. Let's see it here, Spider. We got about 10 minutes left on this stream here before we kick it over to the yak. Let's see if we can have 2 or 3 more drinks. Okay, love totals. Right? Golf ball's jumping off there.
Yep.
Let's still move this around. So now we're getting to a point where we're closing down this club face too much. Right? Negative 6.9. So this thing is really turning.
Yeah.
We can look at more of a neutral grip, so that way it doesn't allow us to flip it. Does that make sense?
The club kind of slipped out of my hand there a little bit.
A little bit of a slippage.
Little slippage.
Little slippage. I mean, total number, though, you're right on the number we need it to be. We just need it to be a little bit more on target. There it is, Spidey. That's what we're looking for. Jump up there.
Get going. All right.
Okay.
But that was
We're
better.
closer.
Better
We're closer,
numbers.
right? Look at that face number. We're closer. So channel that more. We just need the strike to be better.
Let's put it
If
all
we were back
together.
on the yardage before 130, that would have been green. Does that make sense?
That would have been in the hole, I think. It's leaking a little.
It's leaking, right? And now you can see it. Notice on that number is minus 8.5.
Right.
So that tells us where's this thing really at impact. Severely close, right?
Yeah.
So for people at home, his number is negative 8.5, which means that this club face at impact is significantly more shut than what he wants. So if we were talking about grips in here, his grip might go from being much more of the stronger grip to a little bit more weaker.
Yeah.
The stronger the grip is, the more it allows the club face to close down. The weaker the grip is, doesn't allow the club face to close down as much. Okay? Let's see it here, Spider. We got like 7 minutes. 6 minutes.
Let's get Beef another drink.
Much better, right? Now that number is negative 3.6 compared to negative 8. Okay, path is still a little bit to the left. Show me one rehearsal. We'll go back to that same drill we did before. Show me one rehearsal. It's going to go in the water. David, you hear this? The golf ball is going to go in the water. But show me a waist tie to waist tie here. Okay. Let's see one
do
more.
another
It's
of
got to
that.
feel more out to the right-hand side.
Yep.
Right? I want this golf ball. Send it into that right trap for us. If we're talking about visuals.
This
see on the
one
screen?
here.
Yeah, just that one right there.
All right.
So if your goal is to send it into that trap as a way to change around the path of your golf club, how would that look? Dude, send it right into the trap. Absolutely right into the trap. Okay, so now we know how to feel it to go that way, right? We know how to
Right.
feel it to go left. So now send it
Find
towards
the happy
now-
medium.
That's right, happy medium, baby. Send it towards the green here. Right towards that flagstick.
Still,
Okay? Just off the green, but I still love the strike. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Let's hone in that face angle. Let's hone in that face angle.
Think we can get you one more here, Beef.
I think we can do it.
I know you're getting
I think we've
thirsty.
ended the last 2 streams actually on walk-offs.
Nope.
That one's a little bit left.
You said left trap for that one, right?
I did not say left trap on that one. No, I did not.
Just trying to make myself
Let's see it again here for us. You ready?
feel
Show me
better.
a rehearsal, top of the backswing. Okay. Move your hands down towards your thighs. There you go. That's the motion. Okay. Let's go for the golf ball.
Nope. Nope.
That thing was way casted. We almost went fishing. That was like a fishing with Brandon Walker or a fishing with the boss man. Did you see he caught a fish the other day?
Yeah.
Like Norman?
Yeah, that looked
It's
awesome.
like an 8-footer, I think. It was like almost a state record, I
Yeah,
think.
that had to be like 30-pound bass.
50 pounds is what I
50
heard.
pounds.
It was 8 feet is what I heard.
Shout out Connecticut. We love you. We miss you. Shout out Fairview Farm Golf
I've
Course.
actually never been to Connecticut, I don't think.
It's a great place. You got to go
I think
to
I'm going to go this summer.
TPC, whatever it is, in Cromwell, Connecticut there.
All right.
It used to be right after the Masters.
Yes, we're giving lessons in the office, Connecticut. That's what we're talking about. That right there is why we give lessons in the office. Jump up there. Jump up there. Get within 7. Get within 7. Come on. Oh.
All right.
All right, let's see it again. Let's see it again. All right, 72 balls. We probably have, what, 15 warm-ups?
Yeah, 15
We've probably
or so.
hit the green, though, more than 65% of the time.
That's pretty good, right?
That's good. That's good. Hey, we're at 140 yards. Okay, now let's see if we can get within 8 yards. Right, 7.99. There you go, River Highlands.
Yeah, that's it. Shout out Connecticut.
I think they play. I think the second stop on the FedEx Tour.
They changed it, but when I was little, it used to be the first or
TPC
second.
River Highlands.
Yeah. It used to be right after the Masters, so a lot of the guys didn't play, but it's a great event, great tournament,
Gotcha,
beautiful
gotcha,
course,
gotcha.
and they have great ice cream there. Every year I would go and just eat like 10 of the Ben and Jerry's in the like hospitality tent. It was fantastic.
Ben and Jerry's, huh?
Yeah, like they had them on a popsicle stick. I know that sounds weird, but it was like Ben and Jerry's half-baked ice cream on a popsicle stick, dipped in chocolate, not dipped in chocolate, dipped in chocolate.
Dipped it in chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay. Dipped it in chocolate. Dipped it in chocolate.
It was really fantastic. Great childhood memory, great course. Shout out Connecticut. We love you. We miss you.
This is going to show how fat I am. But did you know how Ben and Jerry started?
Oh, hang on,
That's a good
Beef.
ball, though,
Hang
right
on,
there. That's a
Beef.
real good ball.
Hang on, Beef.
Let's have a fireball. Let's have a fireball. Let's have a fireball. Let's have a fireball. Get under 5. All right, that's a 6.15. I only get to have 1. I only get to have 1.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, shout out Fireball. We love you. We appreciate your support of this stream. This is a fun thing we get to call work right now.
I'm not having 2. I'm just having 1, guys. I'm just having 1.
So what is the number up to 6?
This is up to 6 now,
This is shot 6. Yeah, David, it really is a great golf course snack. There's 6 down.
Gone.
So anyone who took over
Anybody took
5
the
and a
over
half,
5.5.
cash it.
We still got 4 minutes here.
But I'm going to answer your question. I believe Ben and Jerry's was started because the founder, either Ben or Jerry, had some sort of like disability with their tongue, where they are maybe they're no taste buds, and they needed big chunks of. That's why Ben and Jerry's has massive gobs of cookie dough, or like.
That could be right, but here's what it was. So 2 ice cream guys got together, started companies. They had a feud with one another. One of them created Ben and Jerry's. What do you think the other one created?
Carvel.
Think in the ice cream space.
Yeah, Carvel's ice cream, is it not?
Is it? I don't know what Carvel is. Haagen-Dazs.
Okay.
Haagen-Dazs.
All right, that was my
so
next
these 2
guess.
guys were at the same company. They had a disagreement. One goes and creates Haagen-Dazs. One of them goes and creates Ben and Jerry's.
Damn. We should have a disagreement. Maybe
we'll
we'll become
create
billionaires.
beef jerky company. What do we got to do here?
Shout out Jim Leahy. We appreciate your support watching the stream today.
Jim Leahy. I love it. Jim Leahy. You ever see that show?
No.
You never seen Trailer Park Boys?
Oh, I didn't know that was.
That's
who
Jim.
that
That's
was.
Officer Jim Leahy.
Chat, what are you guys doing this weekend? Anyone going golfing? If so, drop the golf course in the chat. Love to see where everyone's watching from.
I think Connecticut's playing River Highlands, dude. You got it.
Honestly, that's great. I'm trying to think of. I played a really fucking nice course in Connecticut once. I'm forgetting the name.
I've never been there, so
It's probably
maybe
not.
I'll go
worth-
this summer. I'll be in Massachusetts this summer.
Go to New Haven if
We
you're
got
going to
the
go to
Right Turn
Connecticut.
Cup.
Go get some good pizza.
We got guys telling me we got to take more shots. Maple
Right.
Meadows, Wooddale. I love it. Maple
Okay.
Meadows.
Deer Creek
Deer
Country
Creek.
Club. I think we did a Barstool
Jacksonville.
Classic there.
Jacksonville?
Yeah, I think we did a Barstool Classic there. If I'm not mistaken, Josh Scobie, kicker for the Jags for a long time, was a member there. And
We
I
got
think
3 minutes. We got 3 minutes. Let's
he
see if
got
we
it-
get 4 more shots in.
Jack,
4
he
more
got
of your shots,
offended
1 more
because
of
I
my
called
shots.
it Deer Wood Country Club by
Yeah,
mistake.
come on. Josh Scobie kicks field goals. We hit greens. Let's go, baby.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a good
Oh,
one.
Yeah.
There's a good one,
yeah.
Spidey. There's a good one.
Park it.
Be within 7.
Oh,
Oh,
All right, we're
Spidey.
close. We're
8-7-7. All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
Chris Hart.
Deerwood.
Macklemore looked awesome.
oh,
Macklemore
Deer
looks great.
Creek. See, yeah, now I'm getting it confused, Jack. But either way, shout out Jacksonville.
Macklemore was awesome in about 5-6 months, maybe even right now. I don't know. The grass is going to be more greener. The sod's going to grow together better. We got 2 minutes before this yak kicks off.
All right, here we go. We're going to try
We're
to
in
get
crunch time. We got
we're gonna
120
try to get
seconds.
Beef one more shot here. Rapid fire
120
money ball.
seconds.
No.
Let's up it.
No,
Let's up it. Let's
no,
go. Let's
no.
go 15 yards. If you're within 15 yards, I'll take 2 at one time.
Okay.
Will you take one with me?
Yeah, I'll do one.
All right, 15 yards, chat. 15 yards, chat. We got 2 minutes.
But we're ending on that if we hit one. We got to end on a win.
We got to get that path to the right. Let's see one practice drill. One practice drill. One practice drill. One practice. Don't use your swings on practice swings, Spider.
I'm being told 5 more swings, chat. Come on, get live in the chat.
5 more hits. Stephen says 5 more hits.
No.
Okay, one rehearsal. One rehearsal. One rehearsal. We need to have some fireball here to finish. One rehearsal. Hit it in the water. This counts as a ball though. So we got 3 more cracks at this. Oh, that was money. Now just do that on a full swing.
Yeah, I
Look
mean,
at
if it were that
look
easy,
at how
I'd be
effortless
Tiger
that
Woods,
was.
man.
That was effortless. I mean, we're not gonna tell people your 8-iron went 62 yards, but
I mean, I did a baby swing.
it was a
You
baby
said
swing.
put
It
it in
was
the
practice.
water.
It was a
Did you
practice.
not?
I did.
Don't try to.
Full swing it here. That's what we need to see. We got 3 swings left.
No.
Somebody said the yak don't start till 12:03. Y'all good? We got 2 swings. 2 swings. Come on, Spidey. That might be the one. That could be.
That's 2 left.
It's a little left.
That's 2 left.
2 left. 2 left. All right, let's see one more here. Lock in, Spidey.
Is this our last ball?
This is our last ball, unless
All
Stefan
right.
says it's okay.
All right, chat. Lock in.
Oh, he
for-
said, let's see how this one goes. We might get extra bonus time.
Shout out
You know?
Stefan. W. Stefan in the
W.
chat.
Stefan in the chat. We said bonus time.
Best producer at Barstool. Nope. Yeah, we'll do a couple more.
Viva. Viva just said W. Stefan.
Yeah. Nope.
Could be. All right, one more. All right, guys, we just changed the rules. It's now if Spidey hits the green, I'll take 2 at one time and he'll finish on 1. Well, all we got to do is hit the green here, Spidey. Come on.
Nope.
Oh, gosh. Now
I'm
we've really
choking.
lost it.
I'm
All
choking.
right, we're going out towards the orange line. Out towards the orange line here, Spider. There it is. All day, twice on Sundays, 3 times on Saturdays. Get on the green. All right, hey. We're 10.4. 10.4. Spider, was a pleasure.
Thanks for
All right,
having
let's take
me,
a double
Beef.
shot here to finish this one for the
Thanks
day.
for having me, Beef. Shout out Jalen Irish. Shout out Fireball, most importantly.
Here you go, Spider. You can have that one. It's a little
Thank you.
warm, but it was on top.
I don't know if I
I'll tell you
prefer it
this.
warm or cold. Either way, Fireball is
We
delicious.
are just having fun here thanks to our friends and family over at Fireball. Fireball's iconic cinnamon whiskey flavor. We got the 50 milliliter shooters here. That was a live lesson day presented by Fireball. Go ahead and watch the yak here after that. Big day for your NFL franchise. You could win the draft today. But Spider definitely won the office today for
That's
sure.
right. 86 swings. I think we hit, what, maybe 50?
I bet we're on the green 42 times.
All right, I'll take that.
50%. All right, cheers.
50% green in regulation.
Delicious. Hey, have a wonderful day. Enjoy. Fireball's always got you covered. Over to the yak.
Have a nice weekend, everyone.